begin, can I check, is there anyone with any injuries I should take note of? Anyone else? Okay, that is very good. Do let me know with the consent token if you guys are okay with physical adjustments. Then if not, let's start to begin our grounding. Let's start to come into a hero pose. So it looks like a kneeling position, but you're wriggling your ankles towards the outside in a W shape. Now, if this is too painful for you, don't worry. Grab a block, place it underneath your butt for some elevation. Once you're ready, gently come to stillness, grounding your butt down onto the block or the mat. As you close your eyes, as you inhale, can you feel the cool air entering your lungs? And as you exhale, sigh it all out. With every inhalation, start to take in deeper and deeper breaths, soothing your nervous system. As you exhale, sigh out all your worries, maybe setting aside any distractions that you may have from the day, maybe even from the week. If you have an intention in mind that you would like to set, now is a good time to do so. Maybe just winding down the long day that you've had. Or if you have anything more specific in mind. This week's theme is static balances, so we'll be focusing on that. Feel free to take any modifications, variations, or even a break, as and when you need to, or when your body tells you to do so. Gently blink open your eyes. Hands to heart center, bow your forehead down towards your palms. Namaste. Welcome to the class. Let's all come down into a seated position first, warming up our hips. So can you place your right knee in front of you like a 90 degree? And then your left knee at the back, also in a 90. Palms at the back of your hips over here. Using your feet as a pivot, can you shift knees side to side? Let's stay here for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently come back into stillness. Let's go for the other side. So left knee in front of you, right knee at the back, both in your 90-90. Palms behind your hips again. Start to shift it side to side for the next 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently come back into stillness. Let's go into the tabletop over here. Palms down onto the mat. In your tabletop, as you inhale, can you arch your spine, gazing towards the ceiling? Exhale, rounding your back, looking towards your pelvis. Inhale, arching your spine, keeping your ears away from your shoulders. And as you exhale, rounding your spine, pushing your palms against the mat. Start to do this in your own pace, in your own breaths. Let's stay here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently come back into the neutral tabletop over here. As we inhale, can you stretch your right fingertips all the way up? Exhale, stretch it underneath the left shoulder blade, hovering that arm. Inhale, reach it all the way back up. Exhale, stretch it underneath, still hovering that arm. Inhale, all the way up. Now as you exhale, rest your right shoulder blade down onto the mat. Left palm kept in front of your face, top of the mat or in your half bind. Now you can always stay here or gently walk your left tippy toe to the back of the mat, lifting it off. Let's stay here for another 4, 3, 2. Gently lower your left knee down, left palm comes back down. Can you stretch your right fingertips all the way back up? Both palms down onto the mat. Let's go for the other side. As we inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, stretch it underneath the right shoulder blade, hovering that arm. Inhale, reach it all the way back up. Exhale, stretch it underneath, still hovering that arm. Inhale, all the way up. Now as you exhale, rest your left shoulder blade down onto the mat. Right palm front of your face, top of the mat or in your half bind. You can always stay here or gently walk that right tippy toes towards the back of the mat, lifting it off. Let's stay here for another 4, 3, 2, and And then lower your right knee down. Right palm comes back down. Let's stretch our left fingertips all the way back up one more time. Both palms down onto the mat. Now from here, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Let's go for the downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet, swing your hips from side to side. Do whatever that makes you feel good for today. We'll stay here for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. From here, can you roll your body forward into that high plank, stepping your shoulder blades above your palms. Lowering down your thighs, can you arch into that cobra, gazing up towards the ceiling. Can you gaze over your right shoulder blade towards your toes, lifting your right palm off the mat, fingertips down. Feel the stretch in your sides. Let's go for the left side this time. Start to do the side-to-side motion in your own pace, in your own breaths. Let's stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Can you gaze towards the top of the mat? Step or hop forwards, fold. Hugging your knees in towards your chest or your opposite elbows as you sway side to side, up and down. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. From here, let's go for a figure 4 stretch. Can you stack your right ankle on top of your left knee, sinking your hips as low as you can, palms lower down onto the mat. If you need to, grab onto a block. Make sure your hand is holding onto the mat or onto your block. The lower you sink your hips, the deeper the stretch will be. Stay here for another 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Going for the other side. Left ankle on top of your right knee. Sinking your hips as low as you can for the next 4, 3, 2, and then gently release your feet down. Let's go into that forward fold. Shake out your legs for another 3, 2, and then 1. From here, sink your hips, reach your arms. Let's go for that chair pose over here. If you can, try to round your pelvis inwards, sink your hips slightly lower as you gaze towards the mirror. We'll stay in poses for 6 counts to 6 breaths. Okay, now from here, can you land your left palm down onto the mat, left hand corner? Slowly start to reach your right fingertips all the way up. Can you gently lift your right foot up? Go for that regular half moon pose. Now, if you need to, grab onto a block, place it underneath your left palm. Stay here for the next 5 counts. Very, very nice. For another 2. Now from here, let's go for your revolve version. So right palm down. Left fingertips reach all the way up. Your right foot is still off the mat. Gazing towards the door this time if you can. Grab onto blocks if you need to. Good adjustments. 2. And then let both palms down onto the mat. Right foot is still up. Can you crawl your fingertips closer towards your left foot over here? Keep your right foot as high as you can. Let's go for the standing splits. Mount your chest as closely as you can towards that left knee. Okay, now from here, can you tuck your right knee in towards your chest? And then gently lift it up. Let's go for your stop pose towards the front. You can either stay here, make sure that your hips are square. So you see my hips is not lopsided. If it is, can you square it down? If not, let's start to do shifting it towards the right side. Using your right hand, grab a hold that right ankle. Place it inside your left inner thigh. Hands to heart center in your tree pose, or right hand onto right knee, stretch your left fingertips all the way overhead, curving towards the forest. Oh, everybody can balance so well. Let's stay here for another 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently uncurl your spine over here. Now last one, hands to heart center. Slowly kick your right foot towards the back. Try to make sure your hips are still squared over here. Don't have to worry, your foot doesn't have to be super high. 2. And then gently releasing your forward fold. Shake out your legs over here. From here, can you step back, go into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, turn hips from side to side, do whatever that makes you feel good for today. Can you gaze towards the top of the mat? Let's go into your forward fold. And then sink your hips down, reach your arms up, go for your chair pose once again. Maybe this time, can you sink your hips slightly bit lower? Try to round your pelvis inward so you're not arching your spine, but rounding your pelvis in. Still gazing towards the mirror if you can. Okay, from here, right palm comes back down, left fingertips stretch all the way up. Once you're ready, lift your left foot off the mat. Go for your regular half move. Try your best to balance. If you need to, grab onto a block using your right palm. And then left palm comes back down. Right fingertips stretch all the way up. Left foot still lifted. Going for your revolve version over here. Very nice. Very nice. Still stay here for a few more breaths. Crawl your fingertips down to the mat towards that right foot. Can you keep your left foot even further up? Let's go for your standing splits. Palms can be on the mat, on blocks, or on your right ankle. Have your chest as closely as you can towards that right knee. From here, can you tuck your left knee in towards your chest? Gently lift that knee up. Let's go for your stop pose. Now, you can always, first of all, remain in your stop pose, or if not, open out your knees towards the left. Let's go for your tree pose. Grabbing your left ankle, placing it inside your right inner thigh. Hands to heart center over here, or hands onto your left knee, stretching your right fingertips all the way overhead, curving towards the door. Very strong this side. Stay here for another 4. Good job. 3, 2, and then 1. Okay, don't release your foot yet. Hands to heart center. Gently kick your left foot towards the back. Let's go to your warrior tree over here. Make sure your hips are square. Imagine your back parallel towards the ground. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently releasing your forward fold, shake out your legs, do whatever that you need to for another 3, 2, and then 1. Okay, now in your forward fold, can you step your right ankle onto your left knee once again? Hands to heart center, slowly try to take your hips as low as you can. Let's go for your figure 4 chair. Try to balance, gazing towards the mirror if you can. 3, 2, and then 1. Now from here, place your right palm down to the mat. Left fingertips stretch all the way up, gazing towards the door. If you need to, grab onto a block. Try your best to heel your chest open. 2. And then let both palms down onto the mat. Can you slide your right knee over that left? Go for the eagle leg forward fold. So crawl your fingertips closer towards your left foot. Now your chest inwards. You should feel the stretch in your hips and hamstrings. Okay, gently untop that right knee. Can you lower it towards the back of the mat? Sinking into your hips, reaching your arms up, go for that low lunge. Now over here, interlace your fingertips behind your back, turn it towards the right side. Slowly lower down your head as low as you can. Palms go as high as you can. Now over here, inhale, can you half lift? Exhale, fold down. Inhale, can you half lift? Exhale, fold down. Inhale, can you half lift for another 3, 2, and then gently lower your left arm down onto the mat, stretching your right fingertips all the way up. Peel your chest open, gazing towards the forest over here. Try your best if you can. Shift your hips forward so you're opening your hips out. Good adjustment. 3, 2, and then let your right arm down onto the mat. Left foot, can you dribble towards the outside of the mat, towards the left side? Shifting your hips forward. Palms over here can stay like this, or lower down into your forearms for a deeper stretch, or maybe even push away that left knee. This is your lizard stretch. 4, 2, and then palms come back down onto the mat. Step back, go into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, sway your hips from side to side. Do whatever that you need to. Now can you look towards the top of the mat? Step a hop forwards, fold. Let's stack your left ankle onto your right knee this time. Hands to heart center. Going for your figure 4 chair. If you can, make sure that your hips are squared with your balancing in that 4. Gently let your left palm down onto the mat. Right fingertips stretch all the way up, gazing towards the forest. If you need to, grab onto a block. Okay, land both palms down onto the mat. Slide your left knee over that right. Crawl your fingertips closer towards that right foot. Can you melt your chest in towards your knees? Gently untop that left knee. Can you step it all the way towards the back? That's going to your low lunge. Low lunge, reaching your arms up. Good job. Interlace your fingertips behind your back. Turn your chest towards the left side. Lower down your head as low as you can. Palms go as high as you can. Inhale. Can you half lift? Exhale, fold down. Inhale, can you half lift? Exhale, fold down. Inhale, can you half lift? Let's stay here for another 3, 2. Land your right palm down onto the mat. Left fingertip stretch all the way up, gazing towards the door. Let's go for your extended side angle. Remember to shift your hips towards the mirror, forward, forward. Good adjustment. Okay, land both palms down to the mat towards the left side. Right knee, can you wriggle towards the forest, towards the right side over here. Palms or your forearms can come back down. Maybe even push away that right knee for a deeper stretch if you need it. This is your lizard lunge. Okay, palms come back down onto the mat. Step back, go into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, sway your hips from side to side. Do whatever that you need to. Okay, now can you guys gaze towards the top of the mat, step or hop forwards, fold. Let's all come down into a seated position first. I can demo, then later we all try together. So let's do a mini workshop for our standing balance. Let's try maybe our standing grasshopper for today. So just now you guys did a bit of that twisting motion, right? Likewise, place your palms down in your figure 4. But make sure when you place your palms down, your right hand is towards the left hand corner of the mat. You are hooking your right foot onto your forearm. Over here, if you can, you see my toes, I'm trying to grip right. Try to form that grip down onto your forearms. And then once you're ready, lift it up. Wait, sorry, I'm a bit slippery today. So try to imagine gripping it, reaching your arms up, forming that T shape. Yeah. Okay, let's all try. Just try with me. You don't have to do 100% today. Yeah. So we go for figure 4, okay, standing. Then after that, palms right, lower down onto the mat over here. You crawl your right fingertips towards the left hand corner of the mat. Lower your palms down if you can. And then use your toes, try to grip onto your palm and grip onto your arm. And then once you feel like you're gripping onto it right, slowly straighten up the arm. And then release the other. Good job! I see a lot of you doing it. Don't worry if you cannot get it today, there's always the next class. I do have to do a bit of workshop as well. If you want to do the regular grasshopper, it's fine as well. If you need to, can shake out your legs also, because this one also needs hip opening, that's why I did a bit of hips. Okay, let's go for the other side. Left ankle on top of your right knee, okay, palms down. Crawling your left fingertips towards the right side over here. Make sure your toes are gripping onto that arm. Once you're ready, gently lift that arm up. Oh, my wire. Gently lift that arm up. Good job. Very nice. Yes, feel free to use blocks if you need to. about cool down already. We still got one whole week of standing balancers as well as standing twists for the other weeks. So once you're ready, can you stretch out your legs in front of you, give it a good shake. Let's stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently come into stillness and healing as you straighten up your spine. Feet to touch in your diamond shape over here. Can you slowly round your spine inwards? Palms of your forearms can come back down. If you need to, grab onto a block, place it in front of your toes to rest your forearms down. We'll stay here for about 2 minutes to open out your hips and hamstrings. Gently release from the pose. Can you straighten up your legs? Give it a good shake. And then gently come back into stillness. Can you recline your spine down onto the mat, having your knees in towards your chest? Swaying side to side, giving your back a mini massage. For another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Using your palms, can you grab the outsides of your feet? So knees are bent outwards. Can you gently pry your feet slightly more apart? Then you can remain in stillness over here, or start to rock side to side in your happy baby. Staying for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Gently lower your feet down onto the mat, knees bent. Arms can be straightened out in a T shape or have it in your 90-90 cactus. And then can you slowly lower down your gaze towards the left while you gaze towards the right. You can also hook your right knee on top of your left for an eagle leg version. We'll stay here for 2 minutes in your supine twist. Make sure both your shoulder blades are touching onto the mat. It is perfectly normal for your knees to be lifted. This pose is good to stretch out your hips and hamstrings, the sides of your body, as well as your shoulder blades. Twisting motion of this pose also activates a detoxifying effect on your organs. For the other side. So can you lower down your knees towards the right while we gaze towards the left? If you put your right knee on top of your left just now, just do the opposite of this side. Gently release from the pose. Let's go into your final resting pose, Shavasana. With your hands naturally closed and feet naturally spread apart. If you guys would like essential oil blown on your palms, start to turn your palms to face up towards the ceiling. And if not, have it flat onto the mat. body start to wriggle in place. Your fingertips. As you interlace your fingertips overhead, giving yourself a good stretch. And with your eyes still closed, slowly come up into a seated position. Rubbing your palms together as you inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out. Using your palms covering your nose and your mouth. As you inhale and then exhale. Inhale and then exhale. Inhale and then hold it there. Think about any bad things that you have in your mind, in your heart, that you would like to let go of. And then sigh it all out. Hands on heart center, bottom foot down towards your palms. Thanking yourself for showing up onto the mat. Maybe thinking about your intention. Whether you've already met it or if you're still working on it. Gently blink open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for attending my online. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a good rest of your week. Thank you. Lights
Naglalaki na.